All right. What pair? Yes, you are first. Welcome in. Kind of doing. I've been thinking about doing some more live streams. I'm thinking about perhaps we do almost every day. Point. Just because I find myself doing nothing half the time, so I figured why not just go live and hang out with you guys. Watch what silver and gold are doing, talk about stuff, see what's going on. You know how it goes. It's kind of the same thing, just every day now, I guess. So, still trying to figure out the format of what I wanted to do each and every time, but figured we'd always at least have the price charts moving. Then we can read some articles, see what's going on, and just kind of discuss things, you know? But let's see. So let's go as far back as yesterday, honestly. So, I mean, on the 2nd, when we started the stream on Sunday, we were like right here. We've kind of followed this upward. We had a pretty decent top, and then we kind of like crashed, came back up again, and then by the time the markets opened, they just tanked. And then they built up a little bit again, and then at the around midnight, 11 o'clock, they crashed again a little bit, crashed overnight, and then it's just been kind of going sideways from there. So I think this has shocked everybody so far. I think on the live stream on Sunday, most of you guys, there's like 80% of you said that gold and silver were going to go up given the situation we're on. And in fact, we've seen silver do the opposite. And if we look at gold, going all the way back to whenever we started that live stream, which was on right here, had a huge spike, kind of the same thing, sideways, dropped a little, dropped, and it's been kind of dropping ever since. So definitely shocked everybody. I mean, we went as high as, call it 5,400 down to pretty much, we actually kind of got just a hair under 5,000 at one point earlier this morning. So, you know, we're talking like a $400 drop from Monday for gold, and for silver, we've seen almost, how high did it get? Got to about 96, and we've dropped down to as low as 78. Did it really go that low today? At 5 a.m. it was at $77 an ounce. I didn't even see that yet. It's incredible. If you could have bought the dip at like 78. Wow. GSR, I'm sure, has been going crazy then at that point. We're back up above 60 now, so silver's back on the table a little bit, but we're still predominantly in gold, so this is definitely a dip for people to want to buy onto. So I don't know, let's check the chat. What do we got here? This dip is perfect opportunity for people who are worried about the prices going up again. Great opportunity to add weight. 100% agree. This is definitely a time, whether you want to buy gold or whether you want to buy silver, now's the time to buy a little more, because you never know which way it's going to go. Definitely a good buying opportunity. Oh, what's going on? Howdy. Welcome in. Don, how you doing? Hello. Baby Shark, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Pulled up 2 ounces of silver. Very nice. Has anyone else bought anything in the past 2 days or today? I'm still waiting on my 10th ounce to come in, but I did get, I could show it on stream, but I don't have the thing set up right now. But I got a capsule for my pre-33. I finally bought a capsule for it. So it's in a nice little capsule now. More in that little paper holder, if you guys remember that one. But we got that nice like black ring kind of going around the exterior of the coin, so nice and cushioned, nice, and it just looks nice. So that's about all I bought. At least in terms of gold and silver stuff. We're waiting on one more 10th ounce, but I should be getting also some tubes. So I should get a tube for my 10th ounce and a tube for my half ounce. So and it finally gets a little more organization going on. Also picked up a ½ gram of gold under spot. Very nice. Let's go. Stacking Benjamins, how you doing? Greetings and salutations. Right back at you. How is everybody today? Quite the unexpected drop in the metals, I'm sure. People were expecting it to go higher, but here we are. I just stopped in and bought 2 American Silver Eagles just to take advantage of the dip. Very nice. I have not bought anything. Don't think. I think I still have more to go. I think the GSR needs to go just a little bit higher. I'd like to see silver drop down a little bit lower before I pull the trigger. Perhaps into the 60s, but again, it depends on what gold prices are. I think Benjamin's doing great. Made a great decision yesterday. What'd you do? What's up, Chris? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're kind of doing a impromptu live stream. I was kind of thinking about it today. I was thinking, you know, I have a lot more free time than I'd like to give myself, so I figured not just I was thinking about maybe going live, at least for right now, almost every day. I don't know if I can commit to every day, but I don't know if I can commit at the same times either. I'd like to try to shoot for around 5 or 6 o'clock, but Central Time. But I'm thinking maybe we go live every day, just kind of, because I see a lot of the other major YouTubers going live their stuff too. So I figured it'd be a good idea given all the sanity with the markets and everything, and just to do more lives. Gives me something else to do, and I'm sure it probably you guys nice and entertained as well. But we'll see how this works. Don't know if I can commit to every day, but we're gonna do what we can here. Because typically I don't go live today. Usually we do Sundays, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go live. Wish the premiums on the American Silver Eagles would come down a bit. Let's see where we are at. I gotta update my tracker sheet. Let's see. I do have this here. Go to my... So I have this chart thing that I made. I haven't updated it yet for today's prices, but American Silver Eagles right now have a $13 premium. At least this is just pulling from SD Bullion, of course, but Buffalo Rounds, $7.50 premium. Maples, $10.88. Tanyas are about 13 over. Kookaburras about the same. Kangaroos are a little lower. Krugerrands, I think the Buffalo Rounds are... The Buffalo Rounds or the Krugerrands? Buffaloes are probably the best silver right now, just on SD Bullion in terms of premium spread. The Gold Eagles are about 260, Buffaloes are 326, and so forth. We're kind of just going down. But yeah, I got all those things going on right now. And then I was trying to be better at updating this, so I figured we may well be a little more committed to this thing. So, but current deals going on. These are the best deals I could find right now. Obviously, Monument Metals probably gonna have the best junk silver deal right now, but there are some places that have some pretty good gold deals, especially some of the... I think there's like a pre-33 one that's got like... There's a couple. I think there's a St. Gaudens is like at spot on Jam Bullion right now, so... But I think it's cleaned, so whether or not you want that or not. But I gotta be better at updating these things. I've been really bad the past few months. I'm gonna be better at that, I promise, if you have this sheet. But let's get back to gold and silver charts. And the chat. Kind of ignore you guys. One of my LCS yesterday was paying spot on silver, so I sold 100 ounces of generic to help him out. He's on squeeze. Wow. That's very nice. Surprised to see me live today. Yeah, that's I kind of touched on it earlier. Just kind of doing this for thinking about going live more often. But they're going to be shorter lives. They're only going to be like an hour or so. I'm not going to make them like 3-hour lives or anything like that. Because I don't even have a dedicated format laid out. And that's been one of the biggest struggles that I think I've had on the Sunday nights lives, is that it's been hard to talk about certain things. So I think the more lives I do, the more of a routine / structure I can develop over time, and I can figure out what works and what doesn't work. So first time watching the live, but I've been watching your shorts. Well, welcome in, man. Welcome into the live stream. Yeah, usually we do this on Sunday, like I said, but kind of doing this last minute. Sys premiums are ridiculous now, even on generics. What are your guys? How do I say this in proper English? What are the LCS premium spreads for you guys in your area, excluding the online? How much are they charging for like Eagles or generics? Or I have not been into my shop in a while, so in a bit, because gold is hard to find at that store. They never have what I want, so I typically just don't go in for gold. I go in for silver, but silver's just been kind of not my target lately. So 1 ounces today. Stopped at a shop on the way home, and their shop was selling generic at 81. Purchased my 100 ounces, added another 25. Let's go. Paid over 11. Paid 11 over at my LCS. That's what John did. Mr. Happy Stacker, what's going on, man? Hello, hello. Nice music. Thank you, thank you. American Silver Eagles are crazy. Anywhere from 11 to 15. Wow. I bought some on Sunday before the open at 94. I took a vacation day today. This is a perfect way to end the day. Awesome. 5 over for an American Silver Eagle. 3 over for some normal rounds. Okay, okay. Hello, Matt. What's going on? Jumping in, listening at work. Well, welcome in. And Mr. Happy Stacker, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Your channel is cool, bro. You're cool, bro. Let me like that real quick. Always appreciate the super chats from you guys. Put some hearts in the chat for the little emoji thing. Happy Stacker. CS over 6, or 6 over for generics and 8 over. Okay. We got some pretty wild premiums, but I don't think that they can just like move parallel to the markets anymore. I think they have to kind of do what works for them, what their refineries can do, or at least in terms of what they're able to get, what their local region market demands. So I don't know. Some places might be better than others. Libertads for 6 over 2 weeks ago, which seems like a steal. That does sound like a steal. 6 over for Libertad? That's pretty good. Lowest I found on generic is 3 over. American Silver Eagles at 11 over. Oh my gosh. Smash the like button. Let's see, we got 60 people watching right now and 13 likes. Alright, so what I think we're gonna possibly start doing is I want to just kind of go over some of the things that we've been maybe seeing in the news, like that, because maybe this can help understand for some people. We're gonna kind of, it's a long article, I don't know if we're gonna do that, but I don't want to spend too much. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and bring this over here. We're gonna start reading some things now and then, just to kind of go over, maybe touch on some things of what's happening, perhaps learn something. I don't know. But let's see. So the first one from Kitco, the central bank gold demands dropped 82% from 2025 average in January, but sovereign demand base broadens, according to the World Gold Council. Central banks bought less than 20% of the average monthly demand from 2025 in January, but new sovereign players also entered the market, suggesting that the demand base for gold reserve accumulation is broadening, according to the latest data. Central bank gold buying momentum eased at the start of the year compared to the 12-month prior average of 27 tons. Net purchase for the month of January totaled 5 tons. Wow. Okay. Volatile gold price at holiday season may have given some central banks pause, though political tensions, which no sign of abating, are likely to keep accumulating. Okay, interesting. Central banks buying momentum intact. So, I guess it seems like some banks are buying more. Trying to see if there's anything. Oh, here you go. So you can see like the top purchases of gold. So Uzbekistan, Malaysia, Czech Republic, Indonesia, and China, and Serbia, a positive net purchase of gold. I don't even know what that is. Kazakhstan, Bulgaria, and Russia actually sold off a lot. Alright, so some countries buying more, a lot of them are kind of, I guess, selling. Interesting, okay. So there's that. So they're just pretty much telling us about some places that have bought, some that haven't. Alright, let's see if this is a very long article. No, okay, this is not that. Alright, let's check the chat again. Dutch, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome in. $2022 and $5, my first one. Very cool. We'll start going down because the US dollar has grown stronger in the past few days. Bombing. Yeah, what is in the... Let's go back to this real quick. The US dollar... Yeah, it's... From where we... we started down here we started down here at the live stream. And we were at 97, and now we're at 99, so it got as high as 99.7, almost at the 100 level. Dollar's definitely done pretty well compared to the other. So, I guess stronger dollars pushing down the silver and gold stuff. I'm glad I made some trades last week for some of my silver to gold, but we'll be buying some 1 ounce silver at the dip. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on what the price of... I'm just waiting for that GSR to go up. Let me check one thing real quick. Let me just turn this off for just a hot second. For me, I would need the GSR to get back up to 71 or maybe 70, 71 before I start buying again. So 70, 71 is when I would probably start buying, at least at its current price levels. Like in how they're moving with each other. That's just me though. So if silver gets up to 70, I'm probably going to buy again. Depending on how that looks at the end of the month. But the trade window, it's crazy because it looked like it was going to go back down again into the maybe the upper 40s, and then just came right back up to 60s again. Guess I don't know. I was surprised by it. A lot of people thought I was crazy for that rally to be over with, but who knows? Trade last year 110 to 1 and traded back when it hit 48 to 1. Let's go, stacking. That's a good one. I did not trade at 100 because I didn't have any gold. At the time, I was just buying. I had only silver. I don't know if I could trade 100 to I don't know if I could trade my gold into silver. I get the logic for it, but I don't know. I'm not. It doesn't sit well with me. It's okay for me to trade my silver for gold, but I don't like trading my gold for silver. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Booth, what's going on? Didn't know we had a live. Damn, markets went to shit. Yep, markets are going a little wacko right now. But yeah, this is kind of an impromptu live. I'm kind of just. I think I want to go live more often. I've been mentioning that earlier, but. See something. A fair premium to give someone if you're trading gold for silver, like 5%? From whose perspective? From the dealer or from the buyer? You know, international stacker, you do kind of the same but more relaxed. I know who he is. I've watched like maybe a handful of his streams, but they're like way more intense, and I don't know. Like, nothing against him. It's just, he has a different style to it. To me, it's a little overstimulating, but that's just that's just my opinion on that. Nothing wrong with this stuff. It's just, to me, I mentioned it before, like, I have nothing against them. I've watched this stuff before. It's just, I just feel like I'm at a casino and I won something, but I'm not getting anything for it. Like, but you know, that's just, he's very high energy. I'm not. I'm very like the opposite. But I know he's like I know he's one of the bigger YouTubers in the field, I guess, when it comes to this stuff. He's live all the time. I pop in every so often, but not that often. 2 grams of platinum. Very nice Morgans. Trade. You know, I don't know. I don't really have a desire to trade anything right now, Baby Shark. It's preference. I think I could trade gold for silver. Either struggling just to get a little gold. True. Even these 10th ounces are like getting to me. Had done so tired. I don't have a lot of gold, but now silver. I'm waiting for 40 to 1, and I won't be gold poor no more. Yeah, I was gonna wait for a 40 to 1 drop before we did another swap, because I swapped at, technically I swapped at like 48 to 1 or something like that, but would I like to be crab raided by? I mean, I have my thing open for people to raid, so I raid people all the time. We raid Sal almost all the time, every Sunday. So I'm open to people coming in and getting raided. I'm all about sharing the love here on YouTube with other stackers. There's nothing that I'm against here. We should all get different perspectives. You know, people are gonna be entertained by other people. It's just cool. Wolffoot Silver Stacker, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Good evening to you. You start to go down and then hopefully, yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm just buying gold right now, even with the GSR at like almost 62. I'm still buying, and then from there, I'm just gonna wait for it. If the GSR goes down, I'll swap it, but otherwise I'll just keep buying gold until the GSR goes back up to 70 again. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Dumped a third of my silver for gold to go. About 50k worth. Dang. Let's go. Buying 1/20th ounce gold coins, managed to buy 1/10th recently. Nice, let's go. Yeah, I bought a 10th ounce last week. Still waiting for that to come in. Should ship, I think, at the end of this week. Closer to Friday, maybe. Stream and think about subscribing. Haven't already. Yes, I echo that. Let's see, we got 99 people in here right now. And 33 likes. Like a 3-to-1 ratio going on. I ounces of silver, tempting to pick it up, but I'll wait to see what happens. Are you trying to target something specific? Like a specific 5-ounce coin, or just 5 ounces in general? Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Oh no. Any LCS shop videos coming? Not in the near future that I, because thing is, my LCS, like, I've stopped in there, but they just don't have any gold, and it's like they don't have what I'm looking for ever when it comes to gold. But if we can just start buying more silver again, I also need to like get on a good relationship with them. I don't know. I don't want to just be like, hey, can I interview you? Like, but yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush for anything. If it's gonna happen, it'll happen. I'm gonna try my best to make that happen, but I also don't want to, like, I don't want to seem desperate for it either. Plus, I also want to build up some sort of, like, subscriber, I guess, what do you call it, like, it's like the word, a little bit of notoriety behind it. So would you recommend for people who can't afford gold because the premium on fractional high for me? I mean, if you can always get like the little gram pieces if you want that. Otherwise, the only thing you could do, what you could do, it's, I mean, you could either save for it. It kind of works in both directions, but what you could do is just buy silver. And then once you get enough to hit that GSR level, trade it in for gold. So you can still buy silver, you can still enter in the market, you can buy relatively cheaper forms of metal, like whether that's like junk silver or generics or eagles, whatever you want to pick. You can buy some silver, and if the GSR goes low enough to a reasonable level, you can go and take that silver and get gold that way. That's what I did. And so, you know, it's just one way of doing it, because if your goal is to get gold, you can't afford it, then just buy silver. Eventually you'll have enough, and eventually the GSR will get to a point where you can be like, hey, you know what? I have the exact same GSR right now that it takes to buy gold, so swap it. That's what I would do. If I couldn't afford gold, that's what I would do. Still participate, and then eventually realistically participate. $24 likes, $100 watching, likes help free. That's true. Or you could buy Goldbacks too. I just thought of that. You could buy Goldbacks if you really want to. But it depends on what you're trying to specifically target. If you want like a full ounce and that's too much, or even a 10th ounce, because you got to remember, you don't have to just like buy, you know, silver until you get to the full ounce. You can buy silver and then trade for a 10th, or trade for a quarter, or trade for a half. Like, it's up to you what you want, but that is an option you can utilize. Everyone's going to gold because it's a safe haven asset. Do you think silver goes back up after the war? I mean, there's still a deficit. I think there's still, let me see. I think the deficit on silver, like, demand and mining is still extremely, it's in like another consecutive year, so it just makes sense. I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have the hard up right now, so. Bought a mint tube, 1/10 ounce this time last year for 16,000. Dang. Randy, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome in. Help a brother out. I appreciate the likes and everything, of course. In New York says was going to cash in 15K worth last weekend at 94, but I figured I waited. Of course, it goes down 13 bucks. That's just how it works, man. Right when you want to do something, it goes the opposite direction of what you want. Still stacking, or still sticking for gold, maybe more fractional than 5 ounce. Cameo, Australian or Canadian. 14 months. 14? Got 49. $1/20 premiums are crazy. I mean, premiums are high when you go down like that, but I made a video on this before. You know, what's the cost benefit of waiting to save versus getting any form of gold and letting the price increase out, or you know, they eat out the premiums that you paid. So that's what's happened to me on all my gold purchases except for the last two so far. The prices have, you know, because I just dollar cost average and bought the 10th ounce and didn't really care for it, the premiums got eaten away by the price increase. So it's just a you know, a cost benefit thing that you want to, you know, I guess consider. Just like Booth said, yeah, eventually increased price of gold will eat the premium. I'm gonna open a can of worms. My LCS pushed Goldbacks as an option to get into deep, but the premiums are way steep based on the... I mean, he's not wrong. It's a cheap way to get into it, but whether or not you want to stack that and you agree with it and you think it's something you want, I mean, I think they're great pieces of art. Don't get me wrong, they're fantastic, but when it comes to stacking gold, it's not my preference. But, you know, it could be somebody else's. But it is still gold. Just a different form of it. Bought junk like crazy, like 30 or 40% under spot. I don't know if anyone's buying junk right now. Yeah, I think if you're going to buy anything, you should be buying junk silver because they're still at or under spot right now. Like, that's the best thing to get. Might be hard to trade in, though, to dealers, given the refinery issue, but if you want to at least hold it for a bit and get past this stage, then great investment. Got a Goldback with that link you shared a few weeks ago. It looks awesome. Yeah, let me I guess I'll put that back in the chat for you guys if you want to still get the free Goldback that's still here. Let me link to it, and then what you guys can do. So it's right here, so I'll put this in the chat real quick. Oh, you know what? It's not going to work. Hang on. Well, you're going to have to go to goldback.com. Let me, hang on a second. Let me see if this works. Okay, this works. So, go here. You do want a Goldback. It can be free. You can actually pick. Just do that. I shall pin this. Go to free. You can go here. And you can type in all your information and stuff, and then you can actually choose which Goldback you want between Arizona, Oklahoma, and Florida. Got all the different designs. And then if you guys would be so awesome as to put my name in there. Cool. You can pick which one you want. I have the Florida one right now. So if you guys want a free Goldback, you can still do it. But I think there's like a secondary email you have to confirm afterwards, so just be careful to find that one, if I remember correctly. So yeah, if you guys want to, it's on this website. I pinned it. Go ahead and put it in there, and if you do, let them know that I sent you. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not getting sponsored by them or anything, but wouldn't be opposed to it either. It's free, so I mean, you may as well take it. The dollar reverses and silver bounces back. Salty doesn't like Goldbacks. That's fair. Build a relationship with a good coin shop and you'll be... Sorry, I'm catching up on chat, guys. I'm like super far behind. You guys are too quick. Build a relationship with a good coin shop and you'll be surprised how well they look out for you. Yeah, I mean, they know who I am, but they don't know, like, they don't know I have this channel or anything. No one does. No one in my, not even my close family members or close friends know that I even do this. So this is like my secret project. I think if I get more subscribers, then maybe we'll start saying something like, hey, you know, I got a little, I got some leverage to pull. But until then. Love the Goldbacks. There's a buzz. What's so interesting says that's what he did over time, stack silver, and then when the time came, pulled the trigger, trade for gold, but that took time. Yeah, I mean, I think it's better to save in silver and then trade for it than save in dollars and then buy it. That's just my personal opinion. It could take longer, but it could be quicker. Especially if you bought a year ago. I mean, you could easily trade in. Like, I bought most of my silver when the GSR was over 104. Like, around 100, 104 is when I bought all of my silver. And then I traded it at 50, so, you know, it looks good. Gear up, survival catching live on my lunch break. Wow, yeah, we got some people I haven't seen here in a while. I guess the Sundays are not for everybody. Also, what's up, Edwin? I don't know if I said hi to you yet. I didn't see you there, though. All my gold is fractional because I'm a... Guys, there's nothing wrong with having fractional gold. Doesn't mean you're poor. Wonder if my silver will glow. Global thermal nuclear fallout. If it's an alloy, maybe. It's fake, maybe. Watching the chart slowly inch the way smack down in seconds. Well, we are on the minute chart, so it's gonna it may stress you out, it may excite you. Just understand it's minute by minute. Pre-order the new Goldbacks? No, I have not. I did not order any pre-order any. Sheet of gold, yes, kind of like a little paper, but it's like it feels like it's like a really thin piece of aluminum. I don't know, like, you know, like with the floppy ones that make all the nice and cool noises when you were a kid. Like little, like those sheets. I don't know what you call them. I assume you gotta pay postage for the Goldback? No, they pay for it. Like I did not pay for anything when I got the Goldback. Unless they've changed it. It's been maybe, I don't know, it's been a while, so I don't know if they changed it, but it should be free. You don't have to pay anything at all. I got mine completely free. Like it's actually for free. It's not like a, there's no hidden thing as far as I remember, unless they changed it. Don't hold me to it. Possible to get in Europe. I don't stack Goldbacks, but I do buy the Alpha Goldbacks as a. I mean, I think they're cool artistry things. When it comes to like stacking like a large quantity of them, I personally just don't. Got rid of junk. It was a waste of time for you. How was junk silver a waste of time? I tell people that gold and silver are overvalued. They call me crazy, but I've been proven right. Get the gold. If I can get the free gold back, anybody can. I know people in this channel or in the in the chat. They've gotten it from that link before, so like they can attest to it if you really want it. I mean, it's free. This price action is exactly why it couldn't happen to physical assets. What's up, KTM? How you doing? Welcome in. Fractional gold is good because people are able to purchase it. Not everyone can afford a full ounce. It's true. Because then you could even trade your fractionals for a full ounce. Like, you know, there's so many different things you can leverage. Let's see what gold's doing. We haven't kind of ignoring the charts for a bit. Even with all the smackdown, it still holds above 80. True. True. Gold took a little bit of a bump down, but we're still not below the 5,000. I think it got below it got just under 5,000 earlier, like this morning, like at 9 a.m. It crossed like around the just under the 5K mark. Then it came like roaring back up. That's interesting. I bought some constitutional silver under spot. If eventually premiums will go up and miners will ounce. Yep. I mean, I know some people view junk silver negatively, but I feel like the people that view it negatively are the ones who were trying to sell it recently and they can't. Because if you can't sell it now, even if you did sell it now, they're gonna give you a very low price offer. But if things eventually stable out again, you'll be able to sell the junk silver higher in terms of premium spread future than you can right now. So if anything, it'd be better. You just got to get through this little tiny bit right here, you know. RJ, what's up, man? How you doing? Evening. Yes, it's free. Are Goldbacks easy to sell? I've never tried to, but I can't imagine they're that difficult. You probably might not get a great deal because I don't think they're that in demand. But I'm sure a dealer will take it. But what do I know? I just got I only have the half Goldback, the free one. I haven't bought like any of the other ones, so I can't tell you that for sure. Who is giving them away? The Goldbacks? Like the Goldbacks are being given away by Goldback. People that make it. I don't know if that's what you're asking for or not. Europe Survivals, he said he snagged that Washington Goldback Limited. That one is actually pretty cool. I do like that one. Baby Shark would never want to own a full ounce of gold. He would like to have all be fractional. Interesting. I mean, I technically don't have a full ounce. It's like 0.96 with the pre-33, but basically a full ounce. But not quite. Where do we find the charts that I'm using? This is from TradingView. I'm pretty sure it's free. I pay for the subscription service of it, so which allows me to go back in time forever. But that's just my personal choice. I was doing it for day trading at one point, so I still have the active subscription because I bought the year. But I think it's free. You can use it for free. Got your free gold back today. Came from Texas Precious Metals. Nice. Let's go. I bought a silver round for a family member who graduated from university from Texas A&M. I bought it from Texas Precious Metals as a gift. So, really good company. I like Texas Precious Metals. A little expensive, but which online dealer isn't? LCS may not have that much money on hand. Yeah. It's just the problem right now. You just gotta, like, that's the thing, like, most people are so concerned the fact that they can't sell their junk silver, but, like, you should view it in the sense of, like, this is probably the best time to buy it. Really wanted that limited one from PC, but didn't pull the trigger. Hey, at least you guys didn't buy the laser beam privy from the US Mint. And if you did, shame on you. Just kidding. Like the Oklahoma one. Silverbacks too. It's free, you'll take one? Yeah, it's free. Just go ahead and put your stuff in there. 100% premium Goldback can trade for like 30 to 40K. Go back 10 years for free. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I know there's like a feature for that. I remember I was like practicing day trading and stuff on it. So I used it I bought the subscription for it because I think I had to go back like even further. Like I had to go back like, I don't know how many years. Homestead Jeff ordered the Goldback, dropped the name too. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Mention your channel on the page. Awesome. I appreciate it, you guys, for that. You guys are real ones. But you know what's the thing too? Like I was just thinking about, like when people are trying to sell like junk silver or whatever, like yeah, your dealer may not have the best like deal for you, but I feel like if you do a peer-to-peer one, like person to like a private transaction, not going to a dealer, like you could probably negotiate a better sale. Because like if you try to do something on eBay, like you could probably offer a better price on eBay or buy at a better price on eBay than maybe going to like a dealer who's kind of cash stripped versus someone who's just individually focused on one specific thing. So the cash will be there because they want that one specific thing versus a dealer who's got hundreds, if not thousands of different options and inventory to choose from. You know, that private one-on-one transaction might be better for certain things like junk silver or getting any form of silver or gold that you could probably get for a better price and sell quicker than going to a dealer. You know what I mean? That's if you can find somebody. You know, there's always a caveat on certain things, but Geared Up Survival's got to go back to work. Best of luck on the stream. Liked. Bye, guys. All right, man. Have a good day. The rest of the day at work. Appreciate you all. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We got 115 people in here right now. 65 likes. Almost like a 2-to-1 ratio now. So my silver trades in private party gold. I'm fine using LCS. Been a while. Has everyone been? Buy the dip, get risk out of the bank. So yeah, welcome back, Cam. It's been, you know, it's so funny because like the people I haven't seen in forever are here today. Like I guess the Sunday streams I just don't see everybody. So like I see a lot of old timers. Not that you guys are old. So let's just call it some of the originals, the OGs, like the very first few live streams. Has been trying to finish a tube of Barber half dollars and Benjamins. I have 5 tubes of Mercury dimes. My Morgan's under $50 lately. Crazy. Hit the thumbs up, it's free like the Goldback. Silver's climbing up again. Gold is kind of trading sideways. Platinum, for those interested, is kind of behaving like silver right now. BSR's at 61. The dollar's at 99.07. Oil is at 75.72. You'd think oil would have spiked given what happened in Saudi Arabia. Move this silver chart back up here. Five gold back, 2 gold back, and a 3-1 gold back away from that mag. Them to come in. I got into some oil trade calls options while they were cheap. Probably good. Goes, no, you're all good, bro. I don't expect everyone to come in all the time. You guys got your own life. You guys are doing your own thing. Like, we're just here to hang out and chat. Whoever comes in, who's able to, is here. You know, that's it. How is Joe Biden always the newest member on every live stream? Because he's the latest one. Like, there hasn't been anyone since him. There hasn't, like, I think he got a gifted sub like months ago, and he's been the latest one. So it hasn't updated because it updates based off of who does what. So, like, if there's a new subscriber, like the subscriber one changes fairly frequently. The super chat one was updated today because of Happy Stacker with the super chat, but there hasn't been a member, so it's just Joe Biden as far as, because I think it happens on stream. I think it has to happen on stream for it to count. Like, but I could be wrong. Do you think the average age of stackers are? I'm 24 and feel like I'm the only generation that buys metals. I mean, I think most people are probably in their, I want to say 50s or older, I think. I mean, I don't know. Everyone start listing off their age. We can find an average that way. But I think it's definitely more tailored to the older folks. But I think a lot of younger people are getting involved with it now. Like, I got started when I was 30. I mean, the fact that you're getting started at 24 is great. But, you know, I think there's a lot more younger people coming in. Like, if you look at all the videos of people who are, like, you know, if you watch Yankees videos, or if you watch mainly Yankees, because he's the one who has a lot of people, he films people that come in the Tims, you can kind of guess the age. Like, I think most people are like in their 40s to 60s. That's my guess, is where most people land. But I think a lot of younger people are starting to get involved now because they're starting to see and learn how the current system doesn't work. I mean, that's how I got started. I was 30. I remember if you talked about silver mining stocks. No, I typically don't talk about mining stocks in this channel. I don't really focus on that area. I focus more on the physical stacking. Got everyone listing their age. We got 55, 6, 32, 39, 8, 22. Just started a few months ago. Started stacking at 43. 43. Get old to sell 66 here. 35. 50. So, like, I think a lot of people are falling into, like, the 40 to 60 year age rate. You do have a lot of 30-year-olds, including myself in here. So I think I don't know. I don't know what the average age is. I mean, you have to. It's kind of a hard thing to answer because Some people don't even want to admit that they are stacking because they don't want to let anyone know that they're stacking. Or they're lying about their age. You know, there's you don't know. But I think just watching the people who come into like Yankees videos or people who do, or any videos of anybody who's being interviewed, I think most people are probably in their 40s, like late 40s into early 60s. I think that's where most people sit. And then you have a lot of 30-year-olds in there as well. I don't know. It's hard for me to guess, but that's just my... 'Cause I'm 35 right now. I've been stacking for 5 years. And silver just spiked for a quick second. I just saw the chart just go straight green for a minute. But I think a lot of people probably, I mean, it depends on how you, like where you decided to learn from stacking, because a lot of people, I think most people learn to start stacking through a family member. So, like, even for me at 35, I'm trying to get my parents to like stack physical, and they just don't even, they just don't want to. And that's fine, I guess, but it's kind of like with anything, the earlier you can start, the better. Look at the coin itch from my grandpa. I mean, I don't, like, for me, I got started because it was during COVID. Like, I was watching videos from Peter Schiff and Robert Kiyosaki and some of those guys, and it just made, when they were explaining how the system works and fiat currency and gold and silver, it clicked in my head so fast, and I just understood it right then and there. And so I was like, okay, that's what I need to be buying. So I just finally got to 10 for a little bit. Have a great rest of your show. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by, Stacking Benjamins. Have a great rest of your night. Oh, it says quit drinking, going out and needed something else to spend money. We're not in college anymore, you know? Although I wish I was stacking back then. And that would have been good to do. I've been stacking instead of partying. Wasn't thinking about... Hold on, I was thinking about the future, was young and dumb. Yeah, I mean, that was the same way. Yeah, I would have been retired 20 years ago had I not done stupid stuff. Like, but you live and you learn. I don't regret it. It's all about what you can do now, you know? You just gotta focus on what you're trying to do. That's why I don't do anything. I don't like fun anymore. Fun's stupid. 5 was Y2K like. Get out of here. Showed me a vial of gold. And when I was 10, didn't sneak in right away, but 25 years later. It's interesting. 25 years later. Became a thing for you. Started as a prepping process. I kind of started the same way, Homestead. Like, I started a little bit prepping. Like, I started in that area a little bit. Like, I started, like, saving a lot of ammo. Started saving some just general things, like, so that I can, you know, deal with a power outage for 3 weeks or something like that. Like, that's what started, and then that's how I kind of just went down the rabbit hole. But I think I guess if there's like a what do you call it, like a prequel to stacking, it was definitely like a prepper mentality. It started at 22. A whole adult life would have been extreme economic instability. I really know currency debasement. It should be obvious to us kids. I mean, you'd be surprised. Most people don't understand it, and they think that and the problem, like I did too, is I just listened to the same old stuff that my parents and my grandparents and everyone else has done, is save money, go to school, get a job, blah blah blah. But that, like, it doesn't work anymore. Things that they invested in they're not going to make you money like they did back then. Old friend roommate is the smartest but craziest person I know. He showed me Mike Maloney and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, I discovered Mike Maloney like after stacking, but Robert and Peter Schiff are the two that got me like into it. There's people that started stacking gold around 2020s, yeah. I mean, what did it for me was, like, I still know what made it work for me, because they said that like, what stuck with me specifically was when they printed all the stimulus checks, and I think Peter was explaining how that's going to make inflation horrible. That's when I started putting the puzzles together, and I was like, oh, okay, I see how money printing, inflation, and all that stuff leads to hyperinflation. It leads to other things, and gold and silver is a better thing. But, you know, it just went down the whole rabbit hole from started after the dollar dropped 11% yesterday. No one told me about it. Yeah, I will never hold cash. I don't hold... The only amount of cash I hold in my bank is what I need to get through the month. That's it. Anything excess, it's going elsewhere. I don't even keep it in the bank. Unless I'm saving for, like, a piece of gold or something. Or silver. Then I just wait. But I typically... It doesn't sit long. If any... It never sits more than a month. Cash. By the way, the algorithm isn't showing me live. Interesting. I don't know why. Maybe we need more likes. We've got 140 people in here, 81 likes. Maybe we need more likes. Where I live is like $20 to eat a burger outside. Dang. Kudos to those in their 20s starting early. Yeah, 100%. If you're starting early, good for you. Probably just wait. Else. The world bought silver instead of all the trends. Silver would be cheap. Actually, no, the price would, well, no, the demand would probably be really high, so the prices would be expensive. I don't really know. Your prepper mentality, yeah. Never know what kind of impact something relatively small to a child can have down the road once they become financially stable. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, my parents never like my dad was really, he's still in the stocks. We talk about stocks and all that stuff all the time, but like I try talking about gold and silver, like no one really cares. They think it's like, I don't know, they just don't see like the benefit to it. So I found that most stackers I meet were Boy Scouts or Venture Scouts growing up. I was never in the Boy Scouts. I never was. Relation says, I only got started on gold and silver 5 years ago, and that was a way to get retail buzz and not spend money. Totally fell into it, but now it's sitting pretty. Like, that's the other thing too with stacking precious metals. You get that what do you call it? That dopamine hit of buying something, but you're making an investment. Like, it's such a win-win. Like, stacking gold and silver is such a win-win. You make smart investment decisions, and you get to feel like you've spent a lot of money. ATM says I show live on on their end. That's good. I mean, I don't know how the algorithm works. I'm sure it has to do with chat interactions, likes, and how many viewers are in here. Like, I'm sure it has to do with all that stuff, so. I'm not concerned by it. Question for the night. What's one piece of life advice you'd want a young man like you? I mean, I'm not that old enough to feel like I know I can talk on this, but like if I were to like tell my younger self anything, I would have just focused. Like if I had to redo anything, I would have focused more on my physical fitness. I would have focused more on not going out and trying to appease people, but I would be focused more on developing myself in any sort of way that I can do that, whether that's going to the gym, making a lot of money, like working hard. I wish I didn't waste my 20s away, because I think that if you waste your 20s, you're going to struggle for the rest of your life. You're going to be playing a lot of catch up. If you waste your 20s and 30s, you're going to spend the rest of your life trying to play catch up. So, whereas if you flip it, go, spend your 20s and 30s really working hard so you can take the rest of your life off. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. About as deep as I'll get to it. Anyone that starts investing in their 20s has a massive head start. True. The like button. We got 123 people, 88 likes. Scary with all this volatility. I can't lie, but I'm in it for the long term. Yeah, that's the thing. You just gotta it's hard to not look at the price every day, but you gotta be able to emotionally turn off the switch. You gotta turn off that switch and just be like, price went down 50%. I don't care. Like, I have that in me now where it's like, if I watch the price of something go down by like 50, 60%, I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I'll buy more of it. I don't know. It doesn't upset me, because if it's gonna upset you, you probably shouldn't be investing. Only one I know that stacks silver. Most think I'm nuts. I mean, I got my wow, my voice. I got my friend to start stacking, but he's not the most financially capable. He bought silver when it was 35 and then sold it when it hit like 50, and then he needed money and can't even he can't even consider buying even an ounce. So it's just like, he wants to get into it, but he can't. It sucks. Like Christmas, anytime a new coin arrives in the mail. It's so true. Like, even after 5 years, when I get precious metals in, it the amount of dopamine hit is just insane for that like brief 30 minutes. Take a little bit of Dave Ramsey and I'll take a little bit of Kiyosaki. Oh, I said Kawasaki. What am I doing? Kiyosaki. No. They're yin and yang of home econ. Yeah, I mean, Dave's good for the personal average person who needs to get out of bad debt. But Robert Kiyosaki talks about using good debt to make more money. There's a difference between bad debt and good debt. So that's the difference between the two. And I add how nice it is to be able to read chat. Yeah. Depends on where you come from. You're probably not. It's just like, it spams it so quickly. I wish there was a slow mode on here. Sometimes I need the slow mode on. Wicked, what's going on? Good evening. You don't lose or gain anything until you sell, that's true. Along the lines of, if you walk into a store and all the clothes are 60% off, would you run out of the store screaming the world's ending? A good deal, a good deal. Yeah. That's the thing, like, most people get scared when the prices drop, but you should be excited. You should be like, oh man, I need to buy more. But most people have the opposite mentality. That can be a great tool if used right, but if you have a bad history with it, I agree you should reduce it. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between good debt and bad debt. And in this fiat currencies type of system, good debt will make you rich. Bad debt will keep you poor. That's like what Robert teaches you. Like, that's what, and but Dave Ramsey says all debt is bad. But that's why I said for the average person, Dave Ramsey, like, I used Dave Ramsey's method when I was getting out of debt the first time. Like, it was great. Though if you had let a conservative life without enjoying youth and money, undoubtedly you'll regret it as much as can't take it with you. Yeah, but I mean, I would. I wish I would have spent my 20s and 30s really just going crazy and working harder, so that I could take the last half of my 30s and beyond to enjoy life versus enjoying life 20s and 30s and then not being able to like handle things for the rest of my life. So Sven, greetings from Germany. Grüß dich. In case you guys don't know, I speak a little German, so I wish I could. I wish I could buy more flat broke and fiat right now. Posted, absolutely fair point, but I'm hoping down. Hate when I buy the dip and it rips further. That's just keep buying the dips because eventually there can't be a dip. Eventually it's gonna go back up. For both credit cards in my early, I realized how much interest kills your wealth. That's true. I mean, that's the thing though. Credit cards, if you do it right, are fantastic. Like I do it with credit cards, and basically what I do is I pay it off every Friday. So whatever I have on the balance, I pay it off every Friday. All my normal day-to-day expenses go on it. I pay it off, and then I have all the points, so I can buy. I don't have to pay for Amazon packages. I don't have to pay for hotels. I don't have to pay for flights. I don't have to do any of that stuff because it's all taken care of. Because all the points that I've used on my day-to-day stuff get put to that, and so it's fantastic. And your credit score goes up, so that's always fun. I understand why people want the price of silver to go up. If it gets to 250 or 300, they're gonna have to sell part of their stack anyway to afford a living. That's if you can even sell it. I mean, people are struggling at 120. Took German for 5 years in school. Guaranteed you know more than I do. Well, I used to live in Germany for 4 years. So, I do know some. Germany's a great place. Visit last fall for 3 weeks. Very nice. I don't know where you guys stayed. You're at in Germany, but I'll debt myself and buy those dips. Yep. Everyone's broke right now. Yeah, you just gotta buy. I mean, if you're struggling with anything, just buy what you can. Buy what you can, you know. World traveler? Kinda, sorta. When I was younger. In which city? I was in Marburg. In Hessen. Not many people know where that's at, though. If you know the states in Germany, it's in Hessen. It's called Marburg. Pretty much in the smack dab middle of Germany. It's between Frankfurt and Stuttgart. Stupid gold. Silver's actually up, but what's this? Where did that thing? What? That's not a link. I don't know. I don't know what that was, Badwick. I have no idea. Card will put every $5 bill she get into a jar. I was surprised how fast that adds up. Yeah. Same thing with silver. When you buy ounces of silver, the next thing you know, you have like holy crap, I got like 15 tubes laying in the house. I don't know what to do with myself. We're up right now. Shanghai is awake. Let's see. Huh? Where is my... Here's Shanghai metal right now. 94 or 45. I missed my space after the period. Yeah, for some reason I thought we were sending. I don't know. It's stupid. Who knows? It probably. I don't know what. I don't know. It's weird. Hope one day I will have a jar full of quarter-ounce American Eagles. Put down the RoboGen. Oh, you know what I just thought of? When you guys first started stacking, what was something you thought that you wanted to go all in on and have a lot of, and then maybe realize like later on probably isn't what I wanted? Like for me, when I first got started stacking, I don't know why, but I wanted to have so many kilo bars. Like I just wanted nothing but kilos. I wanted a safe full of kilo silver bars. I thought they were cool. But now I'm just like, I don't know if I'd want that. Hacking metals is such fun. It is fun. It's 10-ounce bars. $100-ounce, just one though. Interesting. I just wanted nothing but like kilo silver bars, and I always wanted. I still want to get this because it was like the first one I ever really wanted was the Pamp Suisse kilo. That's like one that I really want to get. I could have done. I could have done it so many times, but I don't know why I haven't done it yet. It's always that was like the first piece of silver that I was like ever interested in. It's just the design. I don't know why I gravitated to it. Thought big bars were cool too, but then I realized everyone wants the 1 ounce. Yeah. 10-ounce bars is an emergency. If price goes up, then probably going to be a pain to sell. So I only wanted to stack gold. Silver. Like my first purchase ever was, what was it? It was 2 10-ounce Silvertown Buffalo design bars. Then I bought 20 American Silver Eagles, the Type 1. And then I bought an ounce of gold. It was a Type 1 Gold Eagle too. That was my first purchase I ever did with precious metals. This was back in 2021. One-ounce bars and a few 100-gram bars. Okay. I like the 1-ounce rounds. Easiest to verify. Hard to tell what's inside those bars without an expensive machine. But more silver, that tax is gonna keep on buying pretty things. And that's for 3 nines. 12 American silver. What? Eight bars and started stacking silver. Your spot was 32. 10-ounce RCM bar, but the silver exploded. Yeah. How much was it in 21? How much did I spend? I think I spent about... I can do the math because I remember the prices on... Actually, I can just go look. Log in. You guys aren't going to see this stuff anyways. Let's see. It was May 5th of 2021. That was my first ever purchase. I spent $811 on the Silver Eagles and the Buffalo bars. The Silvertown 10-ounce bars. 2 of them. Something like that. I forget what I spent. It was a lot. Maybe it was a little more. Maybe I think I bought... Oh, that's right. I bought like 3 days later. Yeah. So if I add... So I spent about $1,200 on the first purchase on silver. Then I think I spent $1,900 on gold at the time. So I spent about $3,000, $3,100, something like that. Just over $3,000 on my first ever purchase of precious metals. So if we use today's spot prices, that would be 82.95 times 40 ounces plus gold right now. I mean, it would be at like 8,500 right now. Second, if it can be 1 gram, they come up in local auctions and nobody seems to want them. Sold my gold when it was 2.5. Yeah, I think I did the same thing because I sold because I made stupid financial choices on something. I'm not gonna get into it, but I had to pull something out from somewhere. So, but now we will never sell. Actually, it's not true. I probably would sell if I was gonna buy some like real estate, like for a real estate property deal. But even then, I don't know. Yeah, the maples are beautiful. Like even living in the US, like I think people should have maples if you live in the US. Like they're so beautiful. Old Buffalo's a must one day too. Yep, 100% agree. They made fractional buffaloes. Did 1 year, right? Canada and 1 Canadian gold. Do it through. Well, I got some. Huh. Would you sell your silver at 400? It depends on what I'm trying to do. Like if I was gonna buy a rental property because I could cash flow it instantly, then yeah, I probably would. But would I sell it just because it hits 400? No. I'd probably trade it for gold, to be honest with you. I'd probably buy a lot of gold that way. It just depends on how it looks. But I don't sell just to take money because it makes no sense that if we stack gold and silver because we want to get out of the fiat currency, it makes no sense to sell it just to put yourself back in the fiat currency. It doesn't make sense to do that. So I wouldn't sell to make money on something unless I'm going to roll that money into a different asset that is going to be a benefit from a fiat currency system. That's just how I do it. Rock says about 12% of Americans estimated to hold the physical silver and gold. But how much though? Like, what's the minimum threshold? Just like 1 ounce? In the 2011, I spent 13K and got 2.5 ounce bullion and two 5-ounce bullions and 2 1-ounce gold, 6 Canadian silver maple sleeves, 5 10-ounce. Dang, you spent a lot. And had your home broken into, and half of the gold stash was stolen. Damn. You definitely gotta you gotta have them safes. You gotta put them in places like scattered throughout the home. You gotta put them in places people wouldn't go to. That's part of the reason why I don't tell anybody that I know, like, in person, that I do this stuff, because like here on YouTube, like, no one's gonna, like, it's gonna not, like, the chances of somebody tracking anybody down and going all in like that is gonna be very low. But like, you're more likely to, people are gonna tell you, okay, hold on, silver's moving up. Whoa, hang on, what's going on with silver? You guys see this right now? What's silver doing? It's pumping up. Did something just happen? Gotta run. Nice catching your streams. I like how chill it is. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your night. Underestimate the cartel. I mean, you just gotta be smart with your stuff. Like, you gotta hide it. You gotta not tell people that you know, because the people that you know are gonna be the ones that do something. China just opened. That's probably it. What's the? Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. The Chinese. Silver's just going sicko mode right now. Not finding the Shanghai price right now. Might take a second. Didn't someone say no? Because the China markets were like, weren't they closed for a while? Like, when did they open up again? It was recently, right? I'm sure if they treated me like I was making it up. Had half of it hidden in the attic, scoping a house with thermal optics. Interesting. That's why you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it secret, and you just don't. I mean, you gotta do your part. You know, you have to have security cameras. You gotta have whatever you can do, a dog, like anything you can do to like create a deterrent. That's gonna be the best thing you can do. The gold spiked a little bit as well. February last week. Okay, yeah. I thought it was. Buy gold. You gotta also have it like. You gotta have a safe that's mounted. You gotta have dummy safes. You gotta just create so many like off-site things. Like you just can't. You can't put everything in. Otherwise, they're just gonna yoink. So, like I have dummy safes with fake silver and fake things in there. Just and like it's just in like in a spot like in the bedroom where you would typically put something, where most people hide things, and then people are gonna go because people are gonna see that, and then they're gonna just go and take that first and think that they've won. They're not gonna be bothered to look for the rest because they want to get in and out very quickly. So if you put something like a fake safe with fake silver, fake things in like your bedroom where they're gonna go to first anyway, then they're going to be in and out once they take that safe thinking they got something, but they don't. Okay, so all those gains are now getting erased. No. Now we're going backwards. This is a really good safe. Well, that's the other thing too. You got to bolt it. It's got to be like burglary proof. It's got to have a high rating on everything. Like you can't just get like some crappy old safe that's not going to work. You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars on a safe. You just have to. Had a senior neighbor that had his safe ripped out of his house through his garage. Safes all over the house? Yeah. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Silver's just got smacked. We had all this hype, and then it's just like no. What is gold doing? Gold's still holding on just a little bit. Dog is OP2. He's push over once he gets to loud as. That's what my dog used to. My dog was he was a mean boy. He was a mean boy. He didn't like anybody. Pounds bolted to the floor with Tapcon. I usually get the hour chart. Yeah, I mean we're just looking at the minute chart just so that it entertainment and motion to see. I usually don't like to look at low time frames like this. I like to zoom out more, but up 3x since this time last year. Yeah, I mean that's the thing you guys got to remember. Like we were at $30-something last year. starts a conversation like that. Let's see here. There we go. See, buddy. Live right now. It's a shame. I wish more stackers would go live. I wish YouTube was a little more popular with the live things. So. Well, I guess there's no one to go to. But I think I'm gonna call it for the night, guys. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. But thanks for hanging out. I think we'll do this again tomorrow, possibly. Let me think. I don't think there's anything going on. I may be a little later than tomorrow than I was today, but well, we should still be live. So I want to start doing lives every day. I think they're gonna be a little more fun. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Sorry if I didn't get to everybody. There's no one else that we can go raid to at this current state. So, but yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I think we're gonna start doing nightly live streams, at least for the time being. That may change in the future, but yeah, we'll try to do around the same time tomorrow. Okay. So, otherwise, thank you guys for hanging out. Canistacker, thank you. Sven, thanks for being here. Chadwick, Michael, thank you. Josh, Cam, everybody, Booth, Baby Shark, everybody else who's all here at KTM. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Hopefully Silver makes a comeback.